Hey guys, once again I'm back with another unboxing. This time it is the Innistrad Midnight Hunt Collector Booster. I figured I'd do the Collector Booster right before Crimson Vow launched, and because it was a little cheaper to buy, usually around the release of a new set. Um, I'm a little sick today, so that's kind of just how I sound today, so just get used to it. I mean, there's not much else to say other than that. I mean, you just gotta go with it. Um, I haven't opened up like booster packs in a while. I've definitely slowed down compared to than what I used to do. Um, I mean, I still enjoy opening booster boxes. It's just you get to the point where you just gotta kind of slow down on it, otherwise you're gonna have no money. Okay, I do like the foil tokens. I just kind of because it kind of reminds me of Unstable had those, and something I really liked about it. But it also had the full art versions, which was really cool. So we're gonna get through. You're gonna get one of these foil lands in each one. So the foil lands are probably not worth too much. Some foil rares. A full art card. Wall of Mourning is pretty cool. What's it called? So I like that. Um, Slaughter Specialist is kind of cool because you can give your opponents a bunch of creatures. If you have any ways to like sack them or make them die immediately, that could power up all your guys. Uh, Jada or Jadar. That's like a cool looking art version of him. I like that. I do like the alternate arts in this set. I'm not gonna stop and look at every card because that would take literally forever. Just gonna put them all in one big pile as well. You can tell how sick I am when I'm doing all that. It's kind of cool. You can it has like a what is it, Gavany Township, where you can just pay 6 mana, tap it, put a count on each creature, which is pretty cool. Only problem is it's a bit more against werewolves and has human tribal stuff, which isn't that great in, normal Magic. So we're just gonna go through the commons and then I'll show you guys the land, which is pretty nice. Nice swamp. Gisa, which I have like almost whole play set up now. Very cool card. Curse of Unbinding. I like this card a lot. I'm glad I actually got this one. I was probably gonna end up buying it anyways. Caller's Harvest isn't really that great unless you're doing like a very specific deck where you're milling yourself and then you want to be sacrificing creatures. Uh, at least in my eyes, I don't usually do that kind of stuff. Uh, ooh, focus. Art's just really nice. That's all I'm trying to get you to focus on. I don't even nothing crazy about the cards themselves. This one's kind of cool. You can start exiling stuff when it flips around and all that, so it's not a bad card. And then, oh, this card's actually pretty good. The exiled cause on it's pretty cool, and then you can flash it back. So that's a decent card actually. It's almost like a mini Lurrus activation, but you get to do it on a sorcery, and you get to flash it back. Difference between that and Lurrus is like you usually have to play Lurrus by paying 3 mana and then getting it back. But at the same time, it's also a free card. Oh wow, okay. Definitely the best card I could have gotten is a foil Meat Hook Massacre. Um, yeah, that card's usually pretty good. Foil one at that is also pretty good. Gotta focus a little bit more. Let's see. Can we do it? My hand wasn't so shaky. Oh, there we go. It's probably the foil that's making it harder, but a foil Meat Hook Massacre is awesome. Full art Tomb Tyrant's cool. I might put that in my zombie deck just to have it. Another full art. Okay, so I got foil Mihawk Massacre and regular Mihawk Massacre. Both of those are like 80 or 40 bucks, right? It's like 80 bucks right there from those two cards. Guessing most of the other cards probably don't have any value. Oh, this card's cool. I like it. Putting counters on your guy and then giving it Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste. So you can just do a bunch of different things with that. So if I get another Meat Hook Massacre, I mean that's ugh. I was like it's like a $200 box, right? And then two Meat Hook Massacres, most of the cost. Ignore me sniffling and all that. Doubling your creature's power and toughness until end of turn at the beginning of combat's pretty awesome. I like that card. Um, this one's alright. You give things double strike until end of turn. I guess this card's so alright. I did two of them. Kind of weird that that happened twice. Uh, this one's cool. It increases your damage by one more and then prevents some damage on other creatures. If it prevented its own damage, it would be a lot better. This card is alright. Uh, this is good in like a, what is it? Muldrotha deck. Yeah, he's good in Muldrotha because you can just pay life to cast your spells from the graveyard, which can be pretty good. Especially artifacts, can be pretty nuts with that. Um, Ooh, foil green red land. This one's pretty good. I'll probably be adding it to my trample tribal deck. Or maybe I'll make a werewolf one. Curse of Obsession's cool. I like the curses. Instead transform it and your light total becomes 3, and then if it didn't transform this way, you lose the game. Ooh. You have hexproof. Its power and toughness are equal to your life total, and when it attacks, double your life total. That's kind of cool. I like it. Could be pretty good in like a life gain strategy deck, but maybe not in Commander too much, which is usually the format I focus on the most. Florin Valerian Cyan. So this one you get cards equal to the damage you deal to each opponent. Like you exile them, and then you get to cast it that turn. So there's certain decks this can be run in. I actually was thinking about putting this in the 99 of the oh, what's it called? The it's the it's the Dungeons and Dragons commander where you get a treasure each time you play a card from exile. So this could be really good in that deck. Sadly, there's not really ways to make extra land drops to like really like break it, but it's good enough. So this is pretty cool. I like this. The foil dragon on both sides. This card's really cool, and I actually want a playset of it because I kind of want to play that in Pioneer and do like a is it controlled like aggro kind of deck with that and Thing of the Ice, which I love Thing of the Ice, so I play it. And then you have Delver now, so could be a pretty good deck. But no one's really paid. Jeez, no one's really playing Pioneer at the moment, so it's not like that's even gonna end up happening. I'll have to see if there's any Pioneer near me, or probably just do it online. But I'd rather not do it online because the prices are probably more expensive on there. Ironically, even though it's like cheaper for like Commander and stuff, but it's like old formats where you only need one of. So this guy's all right. He transforms, which is cool, but I don't really like his abilities that much. It's kind of hard to see him. That's the only thing I don't like about the foils is they're so hard to see, especially with my crappy lighting. So I have the regular full art version of the Commander from that set, and then full art of the Angelic Ignition, which is a cool card. I like it. I'll probably play it. So we got a Tovolar. So I might even make a werewolf tribal deck. This guy's pretty cool in it. So like werewolves and wolf tribal. Sun Gold Sentinel, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard, and you pay 2 mana. Choose a color, and it gets hexproof from that color until the turn. Can't be blocked. Activate only if you control 3 or more. This one's really not that great. It's like a 2 mana 3/2 that has some graveyard hate. I would probably play it in like a humans deck maybe with like Aether Vial to flash in just to exile some stuff. Like it could be like oh I'll try it, but I don't think it's that good even with the graveyard hate, and you'd have to be lucky enough to have 3 different creatures with different power even with that. Okay, let's see. Oh, wrong pile. Whatever. Equipped creature has flying and lifelink, and then when it dies, you may pay X life, where X is the power, and draw X cards. So is this good or not? It does have flying and lifelink, so you're gonna gain your life back. This is one of those cards I'm probably going to try out for myself before I find out if it's good or not. Uh, Visions of Dominance. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, then double the number of counters on it. And then it costs X, where X is the greatest of commanders. Okay, that's not that great. Curse of Surveillance. So I can draw a card basically every turn for each curse attached to that player. So the Curses deck actually looks pretty fun. This guy's like the Storm Commander. You basically just keep putting counters on him, or he switches from day to night. You get counters on him, and then your instants and sorceries cost one less for his counters. Gisa Glorious Resurrector should be pretty cool. But I've already got a full playset now. I got a foil of that art, which I really like. Definitely waifu material, right? So let's see. Light Up the Night is pretty cool and historic, but obviously this is real life, so historic isn't exactly what we use to measure card values. Um, Visions of Ruin, and then each opponent sacrifices an artifact, and then you make a treasure for each artifact sacrificed this way. Also, these are kind of weird because you play like a huge mana commander, and then you get like a 4 mana effect and a 2 mana effect. If you like have an 8 mana or less commander, which can be fine, but it's just kind of weird to, because like if you have a huge commander and two people sacrifice an artifact, you could just make them sacrifice another artifact for free. So this is like 4 mana, make each opponent sacrifice 2 artifacts. Uh, Deluge is pretty cool. This card, oh, kind of put it too far. Let's see if we can get the art, everything in there. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. You just get to look through your deck. You know, that's look through the top 500 and Suspicious Stowaway again. Really like this card. Very much a new favorite of mine. Um, Champion of the Perished is pretty cool, especially a full art foil. I like that. Might even try Pioneer Zombies. There was a thought of doing Abzan maybe, just to have collected company and then see if there's any green zombies there. Oh, this is the token. Okay. That token had so much text on it. I thought it was a full-on card. Uh, this one's cool. You put slime counters on things, and then they lose all abilities and become 2/2s. Uh, Indestructible. Other legendary permanents you control of indestructible. This is not that good. I'm gonna be honest. It's just not a good card. Sorry, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. 3 mana, choose one. Creature tokens get -2/-2, or creature gets -5/-5. I like that. I don't think it's gonna see much play, but I actually might play it just as like I'm doing like a budget option. Like getting -2 tokens is pretty good. Like it's good in a mid-range deck. Um, whoop. What's it called? So it's just a good way to get lands, I guess. Not that great. Another Jadar. He's kind of cool, like a sacrifice deck. Um, I mean, I've seen him played in a fun ways because you can just consistently. Ugh, man, I can't even talk. That's how sick I am. You can consistently do things. Blah blah blah. Oh man. Okay, you could sacrifice stuff. Like you could play those things where it's like you lose a creature, each opponent sacrifices, or you could play things that like sacrifice a creature, make mana, and you make a bunch of mana every turn. Um, this is like a weird card. You have to be ahead to get more ahead, so I don't really see people usually using that. Uh, this guy's interesting, where he gives things vigilance and +X+X, where X is his power, but they all have to have different powers. So interesting, but not that great. Okay. Vigilance is equal to the number of creatures. Oh yeah, this one's pretty cool because every single time you attack, no matter what you attack with, like even if you don't attack with her, you still get the 1/1 white human. So that's pretty cool. And then Ghoul Caller's Harvest is pretty awesome. I mean, I talked about how it's a very specific deck, but it's still awesome for that deck. Like if you're um, playing that strategy. Okay, we got 2 more packs left. This is a pretty good pack, to be honest. Like everything else is all right, but like, ooh, this is a pretty good card. Rite of the Harvest. This one's going in my token deck, obviously, because you just cast anything that makes you a bunch of tokens, and then you just draw 500 cards. When you sacrifice another creature, exile it if that creature was a token. Put a counter on him. When it leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it onto the battlefield under my control. Uh, this could be good. It could be a quick way to save your creature. I might add it to my Scarab God deck because you get to blink the effect. Fateful Absence is pretty awesome. Being able to destroy a creature at all for 2 mana is pretty nice. Maybe historic playable or pioneer playable, but I don't know. Another Ludwig, but this is the both sides. He's not a very pretty guy, you can tell. Doesn't get the ladies, that's why he's an evil scientist. Giving us evil scientist a bad name. This one's pretty cool. Casting instants and sorceries, and then they become 2/2 zombies with Decayed. In the beginning of keep, if I control 3 or more creature tokens, I transform it, and then they all lose. Creature tokens lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 3/3. And then I can transform it again. I mean, that'd probably be a way I'd finish up in my mono blue deck. It's a little bit more consistent than the other stuff that I use, but the other stuff is also better because it can have more flexibility and it's not a creature that can easily be removed. Uh, Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities and then disturb. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not a, oh, I guess I accidentally moved these guys again. Crap. Okay, there we go. Another shapeshifter, exile creature card from among them. If you do, it becomes a copy of it, except it has this ability. Okay, wait. So, flash at the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3. You may exile a creature card from among the. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. It's like a weird mill card. Like this is great for Scarab God because it has flash and you can also like mill cards in order to fuel up Scarab God. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. No one's playing this? What? If a land is destroyed this way, its controller search up to 2 basics and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Otherwise, its controller may search for a basic land, put on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Wow, this is bad. Like it's not that great. I mean, if you could do like a white, green, red deck, and then do this, and then have like Leonin Arbiter, this could actually be pretty decent. Like a land destruction deck where you're just constantly like Field of Ruining their cards. Ooh, Desert Beach. It's nice to have these lands. There's never been a problem with these. And then we've got a foil Rin and 7. That's really awesome. This card's awesome. So I don't know how much Rin and 7 is because I wasn't looking into buying any, but I mean that card on the end is definitely worth a lot for me. Let's see if we can get a nice focus on him. Ooh. Okay, I can't get a nice focus on him. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Even though I was sick, kind of unfortunate came right as I was sick. I could have recorded this when I was healthy, a day ago, but that's sometimes just life. Hope you guys had a good one. I definitely am going to enjoy a lot of these cards. This set was a lot of fun. I love this and the D&D set. Strixhaven was fun, but I felt like it wasn't very good for other formats. And then Kaldheim was good, but I do feel like I don't like Goldspan Dragon in Standard, and I don't like Auron's Epiphany being played over and over and over again because you're either doing mono green or you're fighting against Auron's Epiphany. I already knew looking at cards from the D&D set that mono green was going to be good because I played it in the draft. Like just the ranger class and then the werewolf that you get, and those cards were such great 2 drops that like you could easily do that with a Seeka's Chariot, and I mean, now that they have like longer range games where they can do Ren and 7, it's just getting way better. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.